Damn, my hair looks good. Anyway, the TikTok ban bill went through, and blah 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 blah. It's not a ban bill. It's just a bill that will be able to control what our foreign adversaries say. Despite the fact that that will only be what we define as foreign adversaries. Specific adversaries that are maybe in the Middle East, or Palestine, or something that isn't palatable, and would potentially show that our agenda isn't as well intentioned as we want to say that it is. And while I do agree that there are foreign adversaries, or whatever the fuck we want to say, they're only adversaries because we make them that way. We don't want to try and say, stay out of other people's business, or so on. We actively commit wars and are warring for our entire nation's livelihood with maybe only 40 years of downtime. And in that downtime, we were figuring out how to do wars more efficiently for profit. In a nation where there is a record high amount of mass shootings, more homeless people on the streets than at any other point ever, including during the Great Depression, there are more rates of systemic racism, bigotry, and hatred that is given to us on a silver platter to make it more palatable with fancy language. We are focused on TikTok. And of course we are. Of course we are focused on TikTok. It is a platform that connects everyone, shows the truth of what is really going on, and allows people to say of what's going on, of how it is, instead of it being served to us with seasoning and an excellent side dish of making us think that it's not all bad. In a nation where something like poverty rates are even worse than the Great Depression, and minimum wage is at a rate that, again, worse than the Great Depression, more people are living at home than during the Great Depression. You're going to hear that a lot, because it is a benchmark for how bad it can get in this nation. Right after, or well, right before World War II, the nation was utterly distraught. The Sand Bowl and all sorts of other things. People living in fucking shacks. But hey, at least it wasn't on the street. And all sorts of other things is a benchmark and is a frame of reference for how bad things are getting. And yet, since 2020, it has gone worse than that. At a time whenever technologically we are far more advanced that people back then would consider it fucking magic. We can cure diseases with a simple jab of a needle. We can house so many people. There are more houses empty than there are homeless people. If we fit 10 people per house, per building, we could solve homeless. We could solve the climate crisis. It would cost only a fraction of what people that are the ruling class make in a decade or a year even. What was it? $11 billion is all it would take to solve homelessness. Look at someone like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. Two people that are stringent on saying that they are philanthropists, but only whenever it makes them more money and is palatable to say helping people, but only when it helps them too. And by helping them too, it's not in a give and take scenario. It is in a, well, it'll give me more money than it does helping you. These problems still persist. Fuck. Who cares if it might look a little bit of an eyesore for having a concrete building of an apartment complex? As long as people aren't starving on the streets, I think we can forego aesthetics for a few years while we focus on making their lives better. Homelessness is often vilified as saying, well, it's their fault. They're drug addicts. They're criminals. They deserve to be on the streets. And despite that, 99% of the time, I've spoken to homeless people. There are people that are down on their luck. I've talked to homeless people. I have taken homeless people to shop. I took a man to a shopping center one time because I saw him on the street. And I asked, "Why are you here?" He said, "Couldn't pay the bills. Got kicked out. Been on the street ever since. And since I don't have any way to show that I've been employed, my bank got shut down. I was forced to be on the streets." He talked about how he played basketball only a few miles away every Sunday. And I feel upset that I never got to meet him there. But I took him into this store, and I said, "Buy whatever you want." At that time, I had enough money to do so. And yet, despite that, all he wanted was a few cans of Chef Boyardee. He wanted some soap, and that was it. I offered, "Are you sure you don't want some ramen? You don't want something else that might not be good to carry around? Stay fresh for a while. You don't want a jug of water?" And yet, offering to buy these things, he said no. I gave him $50 afterwards to make sure that he could buy it himself instead of feeling bad that he needed to rely on another person. They are just one in hundreds and thousands of stories of people that are down on their luck. Yes, there are people that have made bad decisions, but what led to those bad decisions? Systemic issues that caused them to rely on something like drugs and so on. And bringing it all around, TikTok shows us this. TikTok is a way that even someone that is on the street could make a little bit of money. All they need to do is go maybe open up a gift card account or maybe a temporary account and then cash that out. Maybe put in a person's name, another person's name that they know, and cash it out, and then they have cash to use. Sure, I know there are memes of people that are homeless that have PS5s and projectors or live out of their car, and $500 is nothing compared to being forced to pay $1,000 a month for nothing more than a 900 square foot fucking condo. Maybe 500 square foot. Maybe less. A fucking closet might cost $500. And in the case of those, that's more of their income. A PS5 is a one-time purchase that they would be able to keep around and maybe one day might be able to sell. But whenever it comes to an apartment, it takes so much away from their money that they are forced to be in a place worse than they would be on the street. And it sucks. It truly, truly does. Drug issues are rampant. Fentanyl crisis, opioid crisis, all sorts of other things. LGBTQIA plus fucking rights through the shitter in certain countries in certain states that pride themselves on freedom and living up to the American ideal actively strips away freedom from people because you're not palatable to me. You don't fit my narrative of an American people, of a country of people. Trans people are vilified because they lost the gay marriage bill. So they shifted to trans people. Can't say anything more about gay people because, well, the gay marriage bill was fucking codified or whatever. So we can't go after that anymore. If we did, we would be going against the law. And the only way to go against the law is to go against what we already said. So let's not do that and go against something that we haven't made a law against yet. Make a law against them. Vilify them. Say that they are grooming children, despite the fact that if they wanted to groom children, they would just be a priest at a local church. Despite the fact that those churches also expound beliefs of freedom of choice, of believing in yourself and helping your neighbor. Not the Americanized version, though. I know, this is a very overtly politicized video. But when it comes to something of stripping away an app that guarantees a person would potentially see through the veil, yes, these are all the issues that TikTok allows us to see. These are all issues that TikTok allows us to view at. It brings us together. It allows us to see fucking genocide happening thousands of miles away due to a foreign policy and agenda that we put in place and fund. But we don't want to talk about that. We want to say that it was an ally. It was someone that we've always been with them. Not something that we created back only a couple decades ago. But hey, at least we can make money working at a job, right? Despite the fact that there are systems in place to make sure that all of that money just goes back to where it came from anyway. Money's cool. Don't get me twisted. Money's fucking awesome. I think the idea of commerce is very, very cool. I think having money in my hand and raking through rakes of money is cool. But money is inherently an idea that is detached from any system. And currently, we're being exploited for a meager amount back. And something like TikTok is just another roadblock in making sure that we don't pay attention to that. I know, this video is long and rambling and blah, 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 the world's so bad. And it is. Yes, it is. But I say all this because, like I just said, TikTok, a place that has billions of users, no matter who its parent company is, allows us to see what is going on. And now that this bill has passed, it allows us to it allows the U.S. to control what we see. It allows us to say, well, this is from a foreign adversary. Let's block everything from that. Oh, but it might be bought by another person. Okay, great. Flooded with more ads. Flooded with more marketing that is going to be anti everything I just said. It is going to censor even more than if it were just in the hands of a government. Because they have their own agendas to play through and stockholders to appease. Fuck. But if there is one thing that I will say is that if TikTok dies, Gen Z will just find another place that will be even better. God damn it, dude. God damn it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Click.